predictions for the week of February 8th to 13th. We'll say 14th. Damn, it's Friday the 13th coming up. I'm going to be going over gold, silver, NQ, and then S&P. So we're going to start with gold, and we're going to start on the month. So if we look at the month right here, this is looking very, very broad right here. But we can see right here that gold is in an uptrend. We go up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, and now we've just been going up. So there's one point, if we were trading on the month, we would be waiting for price to come all the way back down to either this level at 2766 or 2615. Don't think that's going to happen. So we're probably going to not see that. We could also consider this a zone right here if we really wanted to, but that's a big, big drop. Like the last time price really rallied, if we look back right here, price rallied, or even right here. Look, the last time price rallied, it didn't drop like a significant amount. Like this is a huge rally. Drop down to the week. Let's see what's going on here on the week. Price moving similar to this on the month. We're going up, we go down, and now we've gone up, and now we're going down, right? Uptrend. Basic shit. Price goes up, down, up. Now we're going down. So there's 2 points that I'm going to be looking to buy at. Point A or point B. If we're looking at the week, there's 2 points I'm looking for price to react off of. Point A and point B, right? I'm looking for it to either react off of our past high or our past lower high, right? Super simple shit. If we look down here at the actual chart, this is our past high right here. This is our past lower high. Price has gone up and now it's retraced. I'm going to consider this hitting our past high because if you look at this right here, it's a little bit choppy. Like it wasn't a smooth breakout. So I'm going to consider this as a very, very valid retracement. If we drop down to the day here, beautiful stuff. Price has not broken structure on the day. We'll get to that in a second because silver actually has broken structure. But if we look right here, price goes up, down, right? This is our past low. So price is not bearish until we close underneath this, right? Underneath this zone right here, price is not bearish. Price comes down, rejects off of it perfectly. And then we reject off of it and we start going up. Now, it didn't do a very clean sweep. So technically, we are now consolidating on the day. We drop down to the 4 hour. The 4 hour is bearish, right? Because we had this uptrend going right here where price was going up. Price is moving up, down, then we go up, then we go down, up, and then here's the key point. We go down and we break our past higher low. So now price is technically bearish on the 4 hour, right? Now we're consolidating. We're not making any higher lows. So until price at this point breaks above this level, the 4 hour is still very bearish, right? Or if we come down and we break underneath our low and then we go back up, then we would be bullish. But right now, the 4 hour is very, very bearish. Now keep that in mind. So if we were going to look at an ideal trade, we would want to see all time frames align. We're not going to be able to see that just because of the way that market structure is playing out right now. So what we can do is we're not going to really bother with the 4 hour. We're just going to forget about the 4 hour. If we were going to assume, I'm saying a lot of this just because there's a lot of skepticism right now in the market about things going low. And I just think that it's on a broader view right now. Price is not looking bad on any cryptocurrencies or any equities, right? Like the month is still, the week, the day, and the month are all extremely bullish on, right? Retracements are natural. They have to happen, right? The only thing I'm seeing right now is that we're in this little consolidation period. So I'm going to be waiting for 2 things to happen. I'm either waiting for price to come up, sweep, and then we drop down, right? And then we come for this liquidity right here. Then again, if that happens, that's fine, right? Like on the day, it's fine. Like that can happen. We have our areas of interest right here that are still being respected. Price can come down all the way to this level right here, and it is still very, very bullish, right? So it wouldn't be surprising if we see some. Now, it would be pretty ambitious for price to sweep all the way down to this low right here, but I also like this low a lot, right? Like when you're looking at sweeps, the main thing I like to keep an eye out for is if price is going like this, right? When I see price sweep, I want to see it take something out, right? It needs to come take out at least this liquidity right here. Like that's a valid sweep. Now, this could be on the 1 minute, right? So we sweep right here and then we continue going down because this is on the 1 minute, right? Like the 15 minute could look like this, right? And in that movement right there, there's going to be a lot more choppy. We're going to get a lot of breakout structures. Like the 1 minute is going to look like this, right? Right? So you can see price go like this and sweep, but we still keep going down. Like that's very natural, but it needs to take something out, right? What you don't want to see for a sweep is what you don't want to see on a sweep is this, right? You see a big wick. It comes up and then it just dies off a little bit without even taking anything up, right? Like that's not a good sign for a sweep. Like people look at sweeps and they're like, oh, this liquidity sweep right here was super effective because it was a huge wick, but it didn't actually take anything out. Like this red candle could look like this. And then we have a following candle that looks like this, but it's got a huge wick like this, right? And that looks like a very good sweep. And there could even be structure over here that takes out. Like there could be a major level right here. So technically, yeah, we swept this, but look what happened after the sweep. It did nothing. That's not a great sign. So if we drop down to gold right here and we look at the sweep that we just had on, let's look at the hour. So right here, so look, price is moving down. We see these big candle right here, and then we sweep. We sweep, so this liquidity sweep right here, it swept all this stuff right here. Look at that. It takes all this liquidity out right here. And then what does it do? It comes up and it takes out this right here and this right here. Like it takes out all this liquidity. I'm looking for candles in the opposite direction. If we drop down to the 15-minute, like look what this move took out right here. And this is all green candles, right? Green, 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 green. It takes it all out. Like to me, I'm okay with that. Like price doesn't need to come down and take out this low right here. I want to see it take something out like this. Like you can see right here, this is an even better example. Look, price comes down right here. Let's drop down to the 15-minute. Look at this right here. Price comes down, sweeps all of this liquidity right here, right? We have this little consolidation area. Price sweeps this liquidity, and then what happens after? Look, sweep, nothing. We just die off. We don't take this out, nothing like that. That, to me, this is a big buildup of liquidity. I want to see that get taken out. So when I'm looking at price right here, ideally, I want to see somewhere around here to get swept first. Like that would be really important to me. Like that. If price comes down and sweeps this, I might consider that a sweep for us to keep going up if I'm looking on the higher time frame, right? Just because what the higher time frame is putting out is still very, very bullish. Now, if you look at this market structure right here, we're not doing a whole lot. One second. What was I saying? Yeah, so this is just consolidation. Like, don't let this get tripped out. You can take lots of trades on a smaller time frame, but overall, like, we are still very, very bullish in my eyes. All right, let's look at silver. Now, silver is very different. Now, the price action is very similar, but it's different. So if we look on, we see, first off, we had a massive retracement compared to what we had on gold. Like, those are very, very different. We're still bullish on the month. Look, we're going up, down, up, down, up. I've marked this out just because this is I think that's a very key point. But if we look at the week here, I'm not considering this a weekly area of interest, either of these points. Our next weekly area of interest would be down here. But price comes down, sweeps a bunch of liquidity on the week. We look at the day did change structure. So now we have, on gold, we have the month, the week, and the day. All three of them, the trifecta, very bullish. On silver, we only have the month and the week. The day is now bearish, and so is the 4 hour, right? Look, the 4 hour is still going down. So we need to see, but this is also perfect at the same time because price is now, we'll mark this out actually, up, down, up, down, up, down, retracement, and then we extend down. So now, for us to switch bullish on the day, we only need to get to this point right here. And now we're back into an uptrend. That is great. Like, that's a great setup. If you look at the 4 hour on gold, price has to do a lot to become bullish. We have to come all the way down to here or all the way up to here. That's a lot of movement. Silver's not that bad. We are already set up for the 4 hour and the day. Look at the 4 hours in the same situation right here, right? We came down, we consolidated a little bit, swept, extended down, swept again. Now, if I see, I might even consider this our break of structure on the 4 hour. I might consider this our break of structure on the 4 hour, and then this our break of structure on the day. So we need to see price take out this and then this. I am pretty bullish on silver. Obviously, we'll see what happens right here, right? Because this is also looking to be kind of a setup for a short. The thing I don't like about a short is when you see a break of structure, like even this right here, like look, we broke above the body, but the wick is still here. So it just shows that there's not a lot of momentum. I want to see clear breaks with the body. Now you can see right here, the wicks are right here and the body breaks underneath, but then we reject. So it's not like there's a lot of momentum pushing it down, which is a great sign for, the only reason why I marked it out is because it's a great sign for a change of structure. So on the 4 hour, I'm waiting for price to come up and change bullish, so that way we'll have the month, the week, and the 4 hour. And then the last thing I'd wait for is the day. But overall, not stressing at all about the retracement on either of these things. Drop down to the, like, you could even realistically, like, find, like, this. Yeah, I don't know. Like, there's not, like, this wouldn't be something I would trade a short off of. Because this is, like, if I were to mark out the 4 hour area of interest, it would be right here. But that's also in our past area of interest right here. Right? And then you don't want to have it all happening in the same movement. Like, there needs to be significant break between, right? Like, this can't happen here. Like, this is our low, high, low, high. They happen at different points. Now, the low and the high can happen together, but, like, if the low and the high start moving towards, like, each other, it just blends into one. That's why a lot of the time you'll see me mark out, like, a lot of the time you'll see me mark something out like this, right? Drop it down, drop it down. Like, to me, that's not a change of structure, and I still consider this a valid zone. So this is still my low on the week. So that's what I'd be kind of considering happening right here. I think we're just consolidating on the 4 hour for silver. Now, we did have 2 good sweeps, and I think this is I can't stress how beautiful of a setup this is. Like, technically, it's a break of structure. So price action is moving, but we also just get this beautiful wick that ends up just turning into a sweep. Right? Like, that just turns into a sweep. So if we break structure here, that's an amazing sign that price is just going to continue going up. Well, it's going to start going up. So I'm looking for price to, first off, change the character. Next thing I'm looking for is, then I'm extremely bullish. Then I'm going to be back to just trading these basic up, down, up, down, up, down, right? We'll do this for the same thing on gold. First thing I'm looking for is liquidity sweep.